this. Pharaoh Craft has moved from being realm and gone into being an actual server because we needed more people. So it's a server now, and there's a lot of stuff I need to catch y'all up on. We've invited a couple of new members. We're gonna invite more soon. You saw the court case, you saw all the stuff. I've changed my mind about my base again. No surprise there, because I can't decide to do anything. I figured out that I can't stick to a theme. My only hope is to be able to build something that has no theme whatsoever, and I'm able to build anything I want. So I can have something that can have pyramids and giant mushrooms with mob farms in them while still making sense. I have 3 solutions for that. 1, just build it. No story, just build what you want. But kind of disappointing. 2, magic. But it's a little overpowered. It kind of just means like no reality, anything can happen, and I kind of don't want that as a backstory. So I went with option 3, simulation. This whole world, it's in a video game, so why not make it just think, oh, the thing I'm gonna be building, it's a simulation to see what will happen if you put like a bunch of different religions with different building styles together and see if they kill each other or not. So my city is gonna turn into this giant simulation of pyramids and temples and mushrooms and vines. I've actually started on the vines, as you can see over here, and they're not very good. And also hoops, because I made an elytra course because I thought it was about time I made one of those. And more news. Of course there's more news. Who do you think you're talking to? There's a new snapshot, which means we're getting ever closer to new Pharaoh Craft. Eventually, once 1.17 comes out, I need a little while to set up the server, but afterwards, we're gonna get a new season, new adventures, new actually good video editing. Hopefully, not making any promises, but there's gonna be new stuff. And like in the last episode, I wanted to be able to get to do something that wasn't just, well, something. So I've been wondering what I want to do for that. And to be honest, I have absolutely no idea. Still, I have no idea what to do. This world is full. There's a ton of stuff. I know what I want to build, but I don't have the resources. And I'm at a loss for what to do. So I just thought, let's take a little bit of a tour. That's kind of the best way to— No! My rockets! Where did my rockets go? My precious rockets! Did I just lose a stack of rockets? I think I just lost a stack of rockets. That's not gonna end up in the final cut, or maybe it is, who knows? But let's take some time to take a tour around the server. Wow, that was a lot of T sounds and English. Let's start over by let's take a look and start in a place start in the very place this little forest. I didn't end up recording this, but this was actually during the time that my mom, who's online right now, was still learning how to use the control. We spawned in a tiny little forest and we set up some mines. Churches decided to just make a house because, I mean, that good on them. My mom tried to not get stuck in a hole. Sam decided to go get some resources, and I just tried to help my mom not die and do some mining. There were only 4 of us back then. We had one other member who wasn't able to come during the time. It was cramped. We didn't get too much done. It was at that time I built the barge, and then I started recording. And if you want to see what the first episode looked like, go check out the first episode. It was a handful. A Silence is D. Beautiful. This is where it very began. Why do I keep saying that? This is where it began. No berries involved. Or berries. Even though there's a ton of berries growing here. I've made like the farms. There wasn't a shulker box back here, but I don't know. And I found this structure, and I didn't know what it was. And I still don't know what it was. And I doubt I will. My mom just gave me the funniest look. At the same time, other people were making their starter bases. I already showed you how Shark made their little home. Gaming with Q started making this house over here. My dad made a house over here with some farms. Sam made a house as well, which was, it's a starter base. And Mo also decided to make a base. At that time, we started expanding. I started to build my very first mega base, the enormous Space Needle that we all know and love. There's no beacon anymore because it was moved because people wanted there to be haste and swim builds. Somebody griefed all the melons. But this was a project. This was a tricky project. It's also now part of the Elytra course. Go it. At the time, my idea for a base was tons of space stuff. And look where that got us. Nowhere. Other people started making their base. We got a new member, and I still don't know what they're doing over here. They're making, I think it kind of looks like a mandala or a terrarium. Mo started to progress. Gaming with Q started to progress. My mom, at the time, had been holed up in this little hole. I made, or not a hole, a little house. Oh yeah, wait, you guys gotta see it. The data pack for MP Sleep stopped working, so we decided to change it to a plugin, which works better for servers. And now, whenever somebody sleeps, it just turns the world into a planetarium. My mom was holed up in this little house where I made the interior floor. It was a lot of effort, but like it was very hard. Skeleton! And then of course, mom didn't know what to do because of course, so she made a castle, kind of. I'm not sure what to call this. A castle or a bunker, or a kunker, or a basel. I'm gonna leave it at that. I started building more things. The giant atom, the giant spaceship, and then again, there were still not too many people. Even though there were 4 members, people still barely played except for my mom, me, and Gaming with Q. So this stuff, imagine this stuff is actually all relatively new. There was no Death Mountain. I'm calling that because the skull and all of the heads, which you can't see because you're not in distance. There was no court, there was no Swimville, there was no almost any. All the stuff is new. But now we have Swimville. Fast forward to a bit where mom decided to start making modern houses. It started off with just making a few houses. The modern house I made, two small modern houses mom made. They all had a pool, so I decided to name it Swimville. I think there's still even a sign. Oh, now it's Velveteenville. Okay, sure. I made a little bit of like a synthesizer and got some music. Town Music District, gift from Mayor's right-hand man. I think that's what I was called back then, before titles had to get removed. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Swimville was born by making hotels and Mine Moco, which we did a pretty cool tour of. All of the, like the libraries and all the buildings and all of that stuff. And it kind of stopped. I was at a loss for ideas. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Mom started building Swimville Harbor. This was after I made like the iron farm and such. So I decided to make a giant boat for it. So I made a giant boat for it. And even time-lapsed making 2 of the sails, and I completely forgot about it and deleted the files. Totally great. And mom made a lighthouse because we all know how her famous lighthouses go. Season 1 flashbacks. And again, I was at a loss for ideas. I didn't know what to do again. So I thought, let's get some new members. My father's friend's daughter came into contact with me and asked if she could join Pharaoh Craft. This is guest mine, or Lizzie, who we saw in the court trial. And then she decided to invite her friend, Skater Girl. And they made their little house over here. Mom started making her cliffside mansion, her treetop resort, and also started making the park. And I can't remember when this top hat came into action. Once we got the head data pack, Shark decided to just start like getting every single head. There's many, like, which is not sure how to feel about that. I'm the last head, number 211, but oh my god, they even killed foxes. And they built things like the dog park, the giant head, which is now used for business. And then Lizzie and Skater Girl came into action, and they built their house, which is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside because it goes underground. I'm gonna show this on footage. Everyone knows it. Oh my god, there's so much random stuff down here. There's a turtle called Unknown Turtur. There used to be a turtle called Dinnerbone, but yeah, Dinnerbone. It used to be the turtle up there, and we called it Spider Turtle. This used to be the home for George, the pacified pillager, and I don't know where George went, and I'll explain this in a moment. I built up a vault door so that they could have a vault, and then they moved their enchanting room, I guess. And yeah, this was their base. Okay, I should probably explain that sign. You might have noticed on the top of their house that there was a little clump of what we call moon cheese, the moon cheese plague. Developed by Skater Girl as a prank. I don't know why she did it. It's just a thing that happened. And then I had to build a court. So we built a court and we had a trial. And I was found guilty. And then everyone else admitted that they were the ones who didn't. And I was the only one who didn't, except for my mom and the grown-ups. And then I massacred everyone. Okay, I think that's a good time to end this video before it gets any more crazy and insane. I hope you enjoyed the tour. This was a suggestion from nobody. I just didn't have anything else creative to do. Might have been a suggestion from my mom. Mom, do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Okay, I was expecting a speech or something, but okay. This is Pharaoh Craft. Craft. I like it, and this world is still gonna be in action. If I can figure out how to world download, I might even at the end of Pharaoh Craft season 2, if I can figure out how to put world download links and actually use them, I'll put it in the description of a video, and y'all can download this world and edit it however you like. Even blow it up with TNT as long as you make a backup, or even just turn it into. I'm not going to. I don't want to know what y'all are gonna do. I know my viewers. Most of them are good, and I know that there are a couple of you out there who have the thoughts that just don't go well. Totally not you, Lizzie or Skater Girl. Totally not. I doubt you do anything bad. Sarcasm. Okay, bye.